So this should have been a massive penalty. And, you know, like getting in
as well, the KTM, it is a gas, but KTM engine has been strong.
Stunning here last year, of course, going from the front row. You've got to say he's in with a really good chance today.
Oh, yeah, we expect to see him as well up the front.
He also got his best expect from him today. New team, Max Biaggi, but he seems very comfortable, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's been...
Anyway, for anybody that races at home.
Well, they've got to get past the Vision Hondas, though, to get up.
Tatsuki Suzuki all sent to the back because of they ruling out him still battling for the podium positions today.
One thing we have learned, Foggia is fast on a
second easily. And away they go. A bit of a wheelie from a couple of people further down the order. Matteo, but the inside of John McPhee, and Tata is making moves. It's going to be
a little bit dirty, so these riders have to be careful on these opening laps
at the start of this race. Oh, it's almost been taken down. We see it so many times.
It's ideal. Do you know one thing? I've made some notes before the race, believe it or not. And on top of,
can he break away? Ivan Ortola's having a fantastic start to the race.
Completely dirty, so look at the slipstream effect. We're on board with the
gap. He could well be gone, and then it becomes really difficult for someone like Foggia, who's got...
Take it on lap, like on basically the second flying lap. I'd like to get another lap under my belt and hold your time. Like, so you've 3 laps to do it in.
Sasaki's lead up to 0.8 of a second. Sergio Garcia, with people coming out to pit lane, that Foggia and co weren't sent to the pit lane as a...
Once a front wheel and a back wheel collide and clip each other, it's a racing incident for me. It's firm. It's firm. Sorry, Gav, especially in Moto3 because it gets close.
Oh, yeah, and it's going to get close in it at Mugello. Oh, a double long lap penalty. I talked about someone having the long... Acosta, of course, come in as the rookies champion. And actually, the rookies champion... When the music stopped, there wasn't one for him as Denis Onchu comes through. Still injured, Denis.
Now, he's been here a long time.
Yeah.
Always had terrible racecraft.
Diogo Moreira's made good progress. Young Brazilian rider who won the Brazilian Motocross Junior Championship, which I'm sure is, you know, the vast size of Brazil I've built there. So he will get Foggia coming through when Ogden tags back on place, and 14.5 laps remaining.
It was funny because Sasaki was lost on day and absolutely incredible.
He has been given a long lap penalty. Sergio Garcia for that incident pleading here. Was Tata able to see you, of course?
Turn 16, last corner.
Oh dear, that's 90 a fast one in there.
Yeah, 90-degree corner onto one outcome. Washed the front out and unfortunately took out Fallon.
I think the field is just gapped in bits, and that's why it might not be easy to come through.
Mess each other in the corners. If you dive bombing each other into turn 6, into turn 10.
2:05.7. Fastest lap that I've seen so far was for John McPhee.
Qatar. There he is on the green bike.
This is what you just said here. The way that Onchu and he were back. John McPhee still in that group, which is good for him. He has had these chatter problems. Thought it might sort itself out.
The chatter, it's a little bit old school. It's a little bit of a desperate move, but it works so many times. Mental strength to be perfect now, not to panic, not to get ahead of himself.
Here comes Toba again on the inside of Onchu. It's Onchu who runs... carved his way back in front and had a little look and a shake of the head. Isan Guevara's up to 12. His pace just isn't quite able to match that of Sasaki's, but that's punching the... Last year, you want to score big early on, because otherwise you're playing catch-up. That's to say to Kaito Toba, just stick in here, and he does it again. In the history of Moto3, that's instant from race direction. As soon as... Oh, and it's Scott Ogden who's gone down in there.
Okay, and you can't blame the laddie. First ever Grand Prix. Pushing hard.
He's 18 years of age from Doncaster. He's actually just over the border in a Japanese 1-2. They've already dominated the Asia Talent Cup this weekend, the Japanese riders. 2 Japanese. Neil broke his ankle right at the start of testing.
Yeah, I'm excited. Believe one of the nicest riders you'll meet in the paddock. Happy-go-lucky. Comes with that, because then the self-belief will start to grow.
Late on in the race, didn't it?
Yeah.
But there was one group at the front where they all started battling and losing.
When you've done as many Moto3 races as John has, on a track that does wear tyres out.
Into the points. Well, that'll be 1 point more than he scored in both races we had here last year. Back at the Scot, and Maziu and Onchu also switching position.
Talked about it at the time. He'd had a lot of opportunities, some really good ride.
John McPhee tried to help him get into. Oh, that's going to be wide. That's really going to be wide. Got Lioglu and the things he's capable of doing, not only winning the World Superbike Championship, but he's not hit the panic button, just sticking there for the time being.
Oh, that's big.
And that is
it Masia? Oh, I need to see that again. Did he clip the back of someone? I think he did. I think he just tagged. It's one thing passing, but then running him out like that.
Well, that's where he went past McPhee, didn't he? McPhee had got past.
Oh.
He says, no, the battle of a second again, Sergio Garcia, who's had a warning.
I thought he was going to ram him. See it, but that looked like he just gave Masia no opportunity at all. Once you clip the inside.
The gravel traps are so large here that the cameras...
So don't tell me he's got inside his own head. Is he starting to think about the victory? Is he? It's unbelievable. I mean, he's 3 seconds a lap slower than what he was doing. No way, has he had a big slider at the high side? Look at
it on the left-hand side there, you can just see. It isn't going to happen for Ayumu Sasaki now. He is a sitting duck here, and there is nothing that he can do.
After everything we said, it's like commentators curse saying his race.
To himself and others. So Sasaki's doing what he can to stay in the race.
We have got an absolute we're down.
Whoa, and it's Dennis on.
Do you know what? I've kept quiet about Fudge because normally I'd be calling him all the way through, but I did. From the back of the grid with 2 long lap penalties. It's second a lap faster than your leader there, Andrea Mino.
And he's only 2.9 behind. Too much scrapping. I don't think Mino has the out-and-out pace. He's been sat, he was unable to...
Then the leaders, it feels so good. It's easy. He's passed so many riders in.
Bodger being told the gap is 1.3 to the group in front. He'll close that down, no problem. Thank you very much.
Curb onto the green.
While you are pushing to make up a 10th or 2 in every sector. And Ayumi...
Look, if there was nothing wrong with the bike and it was just him pushing too hard at the wrong point
go to in the world, the way it flows through this triple ride.
Great track. Speak to any rider.
Here, only Tober and McPhee, only people in the field who've been on the podium here before. Remember McPhee?
+0, Garcia number 11. You'd be like, oh no, he is.
I think that's impressive. Same for Ivan Ochola behind him.
It's if you're in that
remaining prediction quickly. Neil, is Bodger going to do this? Is he going to get there?
God,
come on. Time in hand on everybody in every single session, just didn't get it going. Well, the line, where do you want to be in that instance? Probably not behind Mino. They're all KTMs. All of these at the front. Of course, John McPhee on the Husqvarna.
2.5 laps to go. If you take any sweeping lines from now on, you are going to get blocked past.
Can he conjure something? We haven't seen too much from him, but it's
John's not wild. He's fast. It is. See, John's clever enough to. But look, he got it wrong, and then he's making it
up straight away,
which gives me confidence. No one can pass him at all.
Oh, but Tober can on the brakes. He's gone through on Garcia. He's got time to take second place. Meanwhile, Guevara and Bodger are battling for 7th spot. Another go at turn 10, I'm sure, from Sergio Garcia. We come around slightly with this front group as the pace
guy in this race is number 53, Dennis Onchu. I mean, we've seen him cross the line a few times.
The track for Kato Tober, and he's going to try and get through on the inside of Onchu, and he's going to manage it. Is he going to run one at this race track previously? Let's not forget, he won in 20 leading, and he has a comfortable gap at the moment from Sergio Garcia. What can the Aspar ride?
Has to have a go at passing Mino into the last corner. He can't slipstream past him. There's no point even.
Just from Garcia in second place. Kaito race winner in the opening round of 2022 is 26-year-old.
Pressed with the most no mistakes on that last lap. He was perfect. He went.
그대 잠깐 눈을 붙일 때 난